Okay, now I'm gonna do test B. This is for my homework, for me to listen to when other thing is clouding my mind. Really, actually, I found this to be very helpful. But I'm gonna do a test B pre-trip, so I can listen to it when I'm at sitting in my car or just looking at it. But I'm gonna start with my marker light here. This here is my marker light and my left turning signal, and also my four-way flash. It's amber in color. It is not cracked, broken, or damaging, well secure to the truck. And then I would check my mirrors. It is properly secure to the truck. The mirrors are clean. It is not damaged, broken, and clean and clear of debris. Also, my stairs I would check. It has no oil, grease, or debris on them, and they are well secure to the tractor as well. I would check my door lock. I would open up the door, close the door, open up the door, close the door to make sure that it is working properly. Then I will open up the door, right? And I would check my seals. My seals here, I would check my seals to make sure they are not broken. They are rubber, so all rubber must be soft and pliable. Yes, my windows are not cracked and damaged as well. Then I would check my hinges. I would check my hinges. They are secure. I would try to pull up on the door to make sure that it doesn't move. Make sure that the door is properly secure to the truck. My hinges are not bent, damaged, or cracked. Then I would check the inside of the door. It has a rubber weather seal here on the inside. It's soft and pliable and not cracked, damaged, or broken as well. And then I would so the next thing I would check on here is my gas tank. My gas tank, here it is here. My gas tank is well secure. It's not leaking, and it is well secure to the tractor with two metal straps with rubber backing. It is well secure. And I would check my cap. I would open up my cap, take it out. It's supposed to have a chain to hold it in, and also a rubber seal on the inside of this cap here. See a rubber seal there? Have a rubber seal, must be present. The cap must come on and off very easy. And the next thing I would check, I have shock absorbers. Back I have shock absorbers here. They are well secure, not leaking. All the mounting bolts are there, and the mounting hin is there as well, right? And then my frame back here it is straight and not bent. It had no man-made wells. My catwalk and stairs are well secure to the truck. It has no oil, grease, or debris on the stairs as well. And then next I would check here. They call these spring mounts, but this is it's another name for these here. I'm gonna have to remember it, but it's called like an arm, but we call it spring mounts here. But that's what they use. But this is my spring mount hinge or mount here. The mounting, all the bolts are present, is properly secure to the truck. And that's here, right here on the bottom here. That is the lead spring. It's another name for I can think. And it's connected with these U-bolts over here to the axle. All is well secure, not bent, damaged, or broken. And back here on that side, my cross members are well secure. These here is my cross members. I have cross members here and over here and over here on the back of my frame. My drive shaft is straight and is not bent, and no man-made wells. And back on the other side, normally they have like a smokestack coming up top up here, but back here on the bottom is my exhaust system. I would have to see it from the other side. Matter of fact, I'm gonna come around to it so we actually can see it. Then I can come back over here. But right here, that's my exhaust system. Right here, and it is well secured to the truck, and it is not leaking. If it was, it'd have like black soot on it. So I'm gonna come back over here. I just wanted to point that out for myself to remember. And I'm gonna come right back to where I was back here. I did my drag shaft, I did that there. And these here is my air hose for my brakes, for my surge brake and my emergency brake. And that there is my brake chamber. And I have my push rod, my brake clamps. They are all secure. My slack adjuster. The same thing I did on the front tires I do on here on the back. My slack adjuster can't have no more than 1 inch of free play when the brakes are released. My brake chamber is well secure. My holes are not cracked, damaged, or broken, and they are well secure. And as I come back here on the inside, I come right back to my brake drums. I do the same thing. You know, right here where my brake drums at. This is my brake drum. This is my brake pad. My brake pad can't have no more than 1/4 inch of thickness, no grease, oil, or debris. My brake drums are well secure, not cracked or damaged, and can and not exceedingly worn. And can't have no man-made wells. My rims cannot. They are round and cannot be bent to have no man-made wells. My tires, the outside of the tires, cannot have no cuts or bulges, and no tire separation. Now my back tires can have 232 seconds of tread depth, and these can be recapped. The front cannot be recapped. The back tires can be recapped, but they must be same size, same type, and evenly worn. And then my back tires, you gotta make sure you don't have that them being dual tires. Let me pull back. They are dual tires. You can't have no debris or oil. No debris or anything trapped inside your tires. Also, it must be 5 inches. The tires must be 5 inches separated from each other, and also the rims should be 3 inches separated from each other. And then I'm gonna come back here on the side of the rim. I'm gonna try to stay on my rims. I have my rear axle mount or hubs. All bolts are present and secure, and I have 90 weight oil lubricant in there. And also my lug nuts are secure. I believe I missed my lug nuts on the front, but my lug nuts should be secure. If it was loosened, I would see a rust trail. They are properly secure. And then here on my tires, I have my valve stem, which is there. It should be straight and have a metal cap on. This one got a metal cap on it and not leaky. And I should have another. There's 2 on back here, and but we can't see it from where the tire is on the rim there. But and then I have my splash guard. Let me pull it back off. This here is my splash guard. My splash guard must be 18 inches off the ground. It is well secure, not cracked, damaged, or broken. And over here, I have, see, when you had it, just like, this is my shock absorber. It is not leaking, it is well secure. My the mounts and bolts are well secure here. And I have mounts and bolts down here on the bottom of it that is well secure. But this one here, this is like your lead spring, but this have a airbag. The airbag is soft and pliable and it's not leaking. And the airbag mounts, these are the mounts. It's got upper mounts and lower mounts, and all bolts are present, and it is secure and not leaking. And also I have it the same thing back here on the side. The spring leaf, the U-bolts that are hooked in the saddle, my air brake chambers and clamp, well secure. Same thing, push rods, the lines. You can see the brake lines here. The air lines, they are not leaking. And same thing, brake drums. No man-made wells can be on, not exceedingly worn. Brake shoes 1/4 inch of thickness. Must have at least 1/4 inch of thickness. No grease, oil, or debris on them as well. The same thing on the dual tires here. Cause see, if I pull back on it, you can see the set of dual tires here, set of dual tires here. I would just do one set for with the examiner, but actually I got to check all the tires if I'm checking the truck and getting started out in the morning. Same thing. There it is right there. Here, my shock absorber, hinges all bolted, frame is secured, cross members are secure as well, right? And I come back here to the back, and I have my mud flap. Let me pull back off of it. My mud flap right here should be 6 inches off the ground. They are not cracked, damaged, or broken, right? And then if I come to the back of the truck, I have my reflectors. I have my backup lights, and my left and right turn signal 4-way flashes. They should be clean and not dirty, and properly working. I can see my drive shaft much better from here. It is not bent. I can see my brake system a whole lot better from here. It's a good thing that this trailer is unattached. All my brake lines. Okay, all my brake lines. And while I'm back here, I'm gonna go ahead and go into my coupling. My coupling starts back over here. If I had like the other trailer onto the car, that is a trailer right there. That's a trailer. And this is the tractor. This is the tractor. And in here in school, they got them separated where you can see all on the inside of them. But I'm gonna start here with my hoses for coupling. This is coupling now. This is coupling. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and go into my coupling. My coupling, I have 3 lines back here. I have a red line. That's my emergency line. Just for my air hoses. And my blue line is my service line. They are not cut, frayed, and not leaking. Right? And my green line is my electrical line. There's no bare wires and no burnt marks. My electrical line is hooked here, and it has a latch on it to keep it in. And if you had pulled that out, you will have 7 holes. And I can show you on my airline if I can find the other end of it. It's down up here. It is right here. Right. It has 7 holes in there. And as I put it into the tractor here, it has 7 holes or 7 pins, you would say. And they cannot have grease, oil, or debris in them. Right? No grease, oil, or debris inside of them. And they are actually, my airlines are hooked to the truck with brass fittings. They are not leaking. It's not bent or damaged. And my airlines would come out from over here, and it would come over to the tractor. And on the inside of these are my glad hands here. But on the inside of, you see that rubber there? That rubber is soft, goofy, gluing. That you would have this rubber on the same on a trailer. Would be same on the trailer. You would have it on the inside of it. And you can't have grease or debris in there, and it must be soft and pliable, and they are not leaking. These airlines, electrical lines, need to be 6 inches off this here, off the catwalk. It should be 6 to 12 inches off the catwalk, right? And they are properly secured. And also, continuing with my coupling, I will come over here and see all these bolts right here. I have upper bolts, I have lower bolts here. All my these are my mounting bolts. All my mounting bolts are present and well secured to the truck. None of them missing, none of them cracked, bent, or broken. And my platform, this here is my platform. here, this is my platform. It is well secure to the frame. This is the frame. It's well secured to the frame with the mounting bolts. They are all present and it is secure. And my locking level. This here is my locking level. It is in the lock position. And it is not bent. My locking jaws are around the shank of the kingpin. This here is my locking jaws, and it'll be around the shank of the kingpin, right? And this here is my fifth wheel skid plate. It is not cracked, damaged, or broken. It is well secure, and it is well greased as well. That's all the black stooky stuff. That is grease. It is well secure as well. And on the also on the apron, which is up under the trailer, the steel plate up under the trailer, it is firmly attached, and it is not cracked, damaged, broken, or loosened. And then I have my own, actually on the trailer as well, I have my kingpin that is well secure, not cracked, damaged, or broken, and no man-made welds on my kingpin. And there should be no gap between the fifth wheel, this here. There should be no gap between your fifth wheel skid plate and your apron. If there is, it must be recoupled, right? And also, this here is not a sliding fifth wheel, but if it was the sliding fifth wheel, all pins will be in place and in a lock position, not cracked, bent, or broken. And also, my mud flap, I have proper distance between my mud flap and my landing gear. I'm gonna pause for a second and go over to the okay, now I'm back over here. This is here like how you see it when it's hooked up to the truck. This part here is your apron. Right here, that's your apron. And see how it's locked to the skid plate. You can't see no cracks in between there, right? And as you can see with the whole trailer on there, now you see my mud flap here on this one here, and then I'm gonna turn this way and you can see my landing gear. There should not be no proper space. It should be proper space between your mud flap here and your landing gear here. And this is also that would end my couple. Okay, let me get your little camera up and then see how the kingpin is hooked. Okay.